Hello everybody, it's Dusky here, and welcome back to Dust. Last time, we sought out the source of the monster attacks on Aurora Village, and, to make a long story short, we encountered a lizard man named Fuse, who seemed to know the truth of our identity. However, we had to unfortunately defeat him in battle before we could learn anything further. And, upon returning to Aurora Village, we discovered a new issue, in the form of this giant chasm that opened up beneath us. Not to mention, a sudden drought appears to have started plaguing the land. And things just... well, we thought we solved one problem, and 5 more took its place. Anyway, enough of my rambling. Point is, we have a new issue to tackle, and we're going to do just that. However, before we dive into that pit, I'm going to go and try to round out some of the side quests that I was doing. In particular, Mosca.
Mosca, I'm afraid I have some bad news.
Oh? Is everything all right?
We traveled to Denim. It's been burnt to the ground.
What? Oh, no. No, no, no!
But there was a note. It's addressed to you, from somebody named Sarahi.
Sarahi? Oh, thank goodness. She must be alive. She must have escaped. Please, let me see it.
What do you think, Mosca?
She mentions a place that only the two of us know about. It's a hidden cove not far from here. Please, Dust, go there and see if she's safe. I'll be following, but I'm no fighter.
If you insist on coming along, be sure to keep your distance.
Yeah, when Dust starts swinging that sword, you don't want to be anywhere near him. Have you seen the screen? He just goes...
Same old lovable fidget. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna go handle that situation first, just to give our friend there some peace of mind. Because, well, that looks like a pretty deep hole. I don't think we're gonna be coming back to the surface anytime soon. So, let's go ahead and run out of town real quick. Okay. There we go, eating marshmallows. Here it is, the Hidden Cove. Ooh. I do like the look of this area, albeit it's a bit, you know, it's a bit worn down, but... oh, wait. We can't solve this problem yet. We do not have the ability to crawl. So never mind, we're diving into the hole. We are diving into the hole. I actually forgot that side quest requires that one so early. But it is what it is. Don't worry, Mosca, I'm certain she's alright. She just happens to know an ability that I don't. Alright. Keep on flying. You know what? This creepy fellow was talking about his box being buried deep beneath the earth. Let's see what he has to say now.
We've been attacked! Has the box been opened?
That depends. Did your box have a lot of flying monsters inside it?
How would I know? I've never opened the box. Never. Ever. Except once. I think it's what made me this way. Maybe.
Okay, well, I doubt your box had anything to do with this, Reed. Still, I'll keep my eyes open.
Well, that explains a lot. Anyway, let's get on down here. And Augustine, hello.
Well now, would you look at this? Seems our village has got itself a new basement.
You don't seem too concerned.
Trust me, not much happens here. So when things start crawling out of the ground, you pull up a chair and enjoy the show.
Okay, Augustine, but promise me that you'll stay here. I don't need anyone getting hurt.
Bah! Let you have all the fun? Well, I guess you're the one with the sword after all.
Alright, man. Oh. Don't want to throw myself in any pits. Oh, save point. Well, we have another spot right here now.
End of the line. Looks like a pretty nasty drop.
Yes, very nasty. We should go around, I think.
There's no time to find another route. Those monsters came up through here. There's gotta be a path down below. Well, here goes nothing.
We're gonna do that in just a sec. Firstly, we're gonna head this way. Just because there's this. So, here is another one of the Cerulean trials. Once again, saving those for a later time. Probably gonna try to run through all of them in one sitting. Probably toward the end of this series, but yeah, just wanted to point out that that's there. Anyway, let's go. I love it when games don't have fall damage. Also, red resonance gem. There's a doorway we don't have the ability to open yet, but that's not a big deal. But yeah.
Did you see something move up ahead? I saw something move.
Fidget, you need to calm down. I thought you said you weren't afraid of the dark.
I'm not afraid of the dark. I'm afraid of the things in the dark.
I don't see anything, Fidget.
How could you possibly see anything in here with that big hat over your eyes? I hate caves. Our kind isn't meant to be underground. We should be soaring high in the wide open sky.
I thought you were afraid of heights.
Oh, hush.
Alright. And, oh, here we go. Another one of these creepy things. And further into the dark we go. With Chapter 2 fittingly named Darkness. And here we are. Welcome to the Sirmon Caverns. The next major area we'll be exploring. Ow. And there it is.
What is this?
You've been poisoned.
When you're poisoned, your life slowly drains down to nothing. If you don't take care of it soon, death is inevitable.
I can probably just wait it out.
Stop pretending you're so tough. Here, take this mushroom. It'll stop the poison for now. You can thank me later.
So that's this enemy's gimmick right there. They have poison. In fact, that's this whole zone's gimmick, really. We're in for a fun time. As you can probably already tell. Big dark cavern with poison enemies. Thankfully they die easily. Also, another area theme. This one's not quite as exciting, but it's definitely still very, very good. I'll be quiet for just a minute to let it play in the background.
It's getting really hard to see. I'm starting to regret coming down here.
I was regretting it minutes ago.
Oh, wow.
This is beautiful. Do you think the villagers know about this place?
Our search has not been in vain. Let's clear this area.
Anyway. Yeah, this is a very, very pretty zone. Just from, like, yeah. Like, there are a couple areas that always come to mind anytime I think about this game, as far as being gorgeous. There's two areas that immediately jump out at me. One of them is Siramon Caverns. The other we'll be encountering a little later down the line. But it is, yeah, quite something. Also, these things are kind of creepy. They're like these weird rock dog monsters. But they're not terribly tough. They just have short-range bite attacks. And they get easily blasted with dust storms, so... just our new basic mob that will be right there. But yeah. Let's go ahead and save real quick. More of these things. So already it's like, you know, we had the Glade and then we had Abadee's Forest, Archer's Pass, all that stuff. And they were all kind of similar visually. It was like these, you know, like mountainous forest regions with caves. And they weren't anything too crazy as far as looking different. Hell, the Glade, honestly, was the most distinct looking one out of those three. Given, like, all the really thick trees in the background and, like, how dark it was. Lots of uses of purple, which you don't normally see in forest areas. But that was about it, as far as how distinct these areas looked. And then we get to the Siramon Caverns, and it's just this, like, sudden blast of, hey, look at this crazy fantasy cave environment with glowing pink trees. It's pretty fantastic. I'm a big fan of it.
So, you have slain the one known as Fuse.
I had no choice. He'd lost his mind, murdered many innocents.
I am not judging, friend. His death was sad, but necessary.
Forgive me for asking, but are you a Moonblood?
The Moonbloods. They are an ancient race, and their presence is not tolerated in these lands. One would be at a disadvantage among so many warm-blooded creatures.
I understand.
I believe you do not, my friend. But I will not press the matter if you do not.
So clearly the merchant here is keeping an eye on what we've been doing. Here we go, squirt bugs, that's what those things are called. Let's go and log that material. Make it easier to craft things later if we ever need it. And
your transaction is most appreciated.
There we go. So yeah, interesting detail there. As the merchant implies, he is a Moonblood. I mean, hey, it's not terribly difficult to tell. You look under that hood, and clearly he has kind of a lizard-like face, especially with like the way his nose is kind of flared up on the sides.
Your transaction
definitely appears to be some kind of like, yeah, he's some kind of lizard man. Yeah, interesting detail that he's commenting on our, you know, defeating of a boss. Alright. And hey, treasure chest. We do have plenty of keys, so wouldn't hurt for me to crack that one open. I wouldn't mind some extra treasure, especially healing items. Good healing items at that. Pretzels are very nice. We also just got our hands on the Brutal Augment. Now, I already have the Flax Sheath, which is much stronger. And actually, I just realized I'm still using the sandpaper. I think I'm going to swap back over to the Flax Sheath, just to make things a little easier. Yeah, damage is already going up a little bit on these guys. Oh. Oh, down the hole. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Aha! There it is. So if you launch those guys into the air a bit and use the aerial dust storm to your advantage, you can actually grab a key over here. Makes up for the one I just used on that chest. And yeah, let's keep on moving. There's a lot of secrets like that. I don't remember a ton of them, but little ones like that are pretty fun to find every now and again, eh? Can't go much higher than this. Hold on a moment. So there's a pit we can go down that side. However, there was also a path on this side. Oh wait, never mind. It's a bomb wall. So yeah, never mind. Let's just keep on moving this way. And there it is. So that's a fun little detail there. Bomb fruits are not affected by physics until you cut them off. Also, all these enemies suddenly spawn in, because they're just pleasant like that. And then we just pull it over here, and there's our path opened. The one downside is that, unfortunately, we can't grab all those keys quite yet. As nice as that would be. But, of course, we still don't have the ability to slide through those openings. Unfortunate. Anyway. Let's grab ourselves another bomb fruit. So we have another wall to smash right here. And there we go. Right into a save point. They're fairly generous with these, thankfully. But yeah. Keep on moving. Oh my!
Dust, wait. This creature is too well defended for a straightforward assault.
We'll see about that. Okay, that was a bad idea.
It is practically invulnerable unless you step up with a parry, like so.
He went down!
Dust, would you like a refresher on parrying?
No,
Very
I'm
well.
good. I'm just bad at it. This enemy is kind of fun because you can just spam it like that. Because you just instantly deflect off the shield. But yeah, that big giant enemy, first example of an enemy that 100% requires parrying. And I'm pretty sure it's one of the only examples of that. Thankfully. It'd be pretty brutal if there was more than one. But yeah, those giant enemies are pretty interesting. And yet another new one for this zone. Yet another way Ceramon Caverns is distinguishing itself. Oh, what are you? Look at this little guy. Little frog kid. Hey.
Whoa, what was that?
I'm not sure, but it sure did run off in a hurry.
Interesting. Guess we could follow it. Look at this. I forgot how generous they are with save points in this zone. Then again, this is a very large zone. Especially compared to what we've been through already. This is a significant increase in size. But yeah. We just keep on moving. Oop. Oh my. Okay, hold on. There's another new enemy. Oh, they were all up in the air. They were all up in the air. Oh, did I kill it on accident? No. Good. So you can see more of that red stuff coming out. So yeah. Red goo equals poison. And these giant... these big enemies do spray out quite a lot of it. Also, you saw right there. These bugs, those little like tentacle bugs, they actually have friendly fire turned on, which we can use that in our advantage if I accidentally line it up perfectly like I did there. Anyway, we just got a blueprint for a new pendant. Let's see if we can make it yet. Nope. Yeah. Materials from creatures we have only just encountered. Unfortunately. But eventually we might be able to craft that. Definitely looked like it had some good stats, so I wouldn't complain. Let's see. I thought there was something way up high in that area, but I must be thinking of a different spot. Because I know there's at least one area where there's something like that in this zone. Where, like, you go really, really high up in the air and you find something really cool. Alright. So for our next upgrade, I'm thinking I'm going to put a point in Fidget, actually. Especially now that she has this fire spell, which is very, very strong compared to her old, like, wind projectile.
Wait!
Oh. He dropped a mushroom for us.
Let's follow him.
Oh. Wait a minute, was that it? Hang on. Definitely something like it on the vertical side of things. No save point in particular. Yeah, let me just crack open this map and show you what I mean. We've already, like, we've done a circle since entering this zone. Ow. As you can see, this enemy hits very, very hard. Ow. There we go. Okay. Took way too much damage there. But as you can see, when you screw up a parry on that enemy, they kill you. Pretty brutal. We could eat a pretzel real quick, that'll help us. And a chicken. There we go, now we're back. Back in action. Let's just head right here real quick. Not quite. We can't climb those vines yet, so this might be something we have to come back to. Okay, I didn't get hit by the poison, at least. I thought I got poisoned for a second there. I saw it come out of the stinger. And hey, they dropped a pretzel for us. How nice. Oh boy. Cool. Yeah, there's a lot of layers to this zone compared to what... Like, we had fairly linear areas before this, and now it's like, here's this area that has like 3 different levels that you can walk between on each screen. My parry timing is very... There we go. Okay. You know, I just need to force myself to get good at parries again by literally making it so I die if I fail. Oh. Poison bugs. Cool. Well dealt with. Alright, no. Here's these guys again. I guess it's an excuse for me to try to gather more of their materials, if they'll drop them, that is. Yeah, As a big enemy, these aren't as threatening as the giants, but they still have poison, which can be pretty brutal. And we're just gonna climb up here real quick. There we go. Whew. Even more save points. And here he is again.
No! Go away!
Healing items
There
at
he
least.
goes.
Forget him! Take a look around! There's something horribly wrong with these mushrooms.
These aren't mushrooms, Fidget. They are called bubble sprouts, and it would be wise for us to tread lightly around them. They react rather explosively to movement.
Wonderful.
So here's the angry plants. When they flash red, that's poison, of course. When they flash blue, however, that's healing. Interesting bit of environmental hazards we have to deal with now. I'm actually going to go ahead, though, and head back this way. Alright. And hey, I dropped a tentacle. Good. I want those. Also, hey, that's interesting. There's a glowing sheep and a key. Guess we can't go that way yet. That would have been an awkward way to die. Just, oh, I want to go back to show this funny thing. And then, oh no, I just got stabbed by a spider. I guess they're more like giant ants. Whatever. Point is, they're a weird enemy. And they're tough. Let's see here. Still need to gather this material, but once we get it, that'll be a very useful pendant for us. Let's see, can I... So just shy on... There we go. Cool. Alright. Let's go ahead and make some chainmail. That actually might help me quite a bit. That's 6 points of defense we just gained. And then, yeah. Pretty much the best I can be on equipment at the moment, as far as what I have available. Probably didn't need to use that many healing items. Heck, I could use some of the mushroom healing that's coming up, but yeah, it's fine. We're definitely doing better on cash than we were before. Like, we've jumped up to 4,000 gold, where we were stuck at 2,000 most of the time. Oh. Okay. There's not too many of them right there, but doesn't mean that they're the only ones we're going to be dealing with. It is kind of fun to run through these areas really fast, though. It's kind of exciting. Ooh. And hey, merchant. Speaking of me having more gold, this might be a good chance for us to stock up on healing items again. I'll spend a bit on some cinnamon buns. And, I mean, we're using the best weapon we can at the moment, so... Let's see here. Oh, actually, yeah, sell mode. I should sell all my... That's the thing. Like I've always been saying, sell every first material you get. Because he'll get some in stock, and you can just buy it that way. Because now it's like, oh, he has 6 of these just sitting around. Like, heck, I sold this not even that long ago, and he has 8. So
Your trend.
Thank you.
you're not going to be missing out too much. The only downside is, of course, you have to buy the materials. Ow. Yeah, that's the only real downside, is you do in fact have to buy the materials after you sell them. But I mean, other than that, it's a really useful mechanic. Definitely makes grinding for crafting a lot easier. Oop. A lot of these guys. Oop. As you can see, Fuse gave us maybe one of the best attacks in the game. Like just swapping back over to this, like the barrage is nice, but compared to, like the barrage is nice and all, but compared to this, just a screen-filling fire blast, it's kind of tough to beat. Okay, and yet another one of these little openings here. It looked like we saw one of those shining sheep things as well. Oh, yep, I can see its face kind of edging into the screen. Let me refresh it. Oh, yep, there it is. Yep, yet another one of those sheep. It's almost like they're important or something. Oh, and a level up. Nice. This one, I'm honestly tempted to just keep dumping into defense, but it wouldn't hurt for us to get another attack. I don't want battles to take forever, you know. As nice as it is to get really high combo counts when you have low attack power, and it'll make some of the more deadly enemies a lot less threatening, because we'll be able to kill them faster. I mean, heck, those, the Florins, the guys who can silence us, which are a real pain, because they actually hit really hard on top of that.
There he is! Look, he's in trouble! Ah! Leave me alone!
Picking on little ones, huh? You will most definitely regret meeting me.
Keep wary of the bubble sprouts, Dust. Or this battle will be over before it begins.
There we go. Mash it out enough and we'll take it down. And this is a little bit of a mean fight, because they make you fight these guys while there's the bubble sprout things around. Which, of course, can heal you, but more often than not, they will just blast you away. And doing that while you're trying to focus on parrying attacks can be pretty brutal.
You're welcome, kid.
Come now, Dusk. He's obviously terrified. Let's go find him, and maybe get out of this raining death.
Oh. Oh. Okay. Well, that's that sorted. I guess this is Mud Pop. Oh, hey, a sheep.
I didn't think those monsters were smart enough to build a fence.
I'm certain they didn't. Let's hop on over.
Interesting place.
There he is!
Your father's done gonna have himself a heart attack after he hears about this.
I'm sorry, Mama.
Goodness, what would I do if you gotten yourself hurt?
Ah! Mama, look! Those things must have followed me!
How'd they jump my fence? Crafty vermin, those surface dwellers.
She does see that I can fly, right?
I'll be sure to tell her, Fidget. I'm sure that'll clear things right up.
Back! Back, you beast! I got this here spoon and I ain't afraid to use it!
We aren't here for trouble, ma'am. In fact, we just saved your son.
Huh? What are they talking about, Bopo?
Well, they have been following me for a while.
What? How far out did you go? I may just save the spoon for you.
I'm sorry. We just came down from the surface to...
Do I look like some country bumpkin to you? Of course you're from the surface. I think I'd remember seeing a talking, flying weasel cat thing down here.
I think we got off on the wrong foot here. My name is Dust, and this is Fidget. Some creatures attacked a village above these caves, and we're trying to figure out why.
Attacked a surface village, you say? Well, if that don't beat all. We underground folk tend to keep to ourselves. Got enough problems of our own already.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Actually, what I'm saying is, we got enough problems of our own without you surface folk bringing all that nonsense down here. So, if you don't mind...
Come on, Dust. We're obviously not wanted here. Wait!
That's enough, Bopo! You ought to get back to your chores before I take out the spoon again!
Mama, I've seen them fight. They even got themselves a talking sword. I bet they could help.
Young man, I don't care if their sword spouts rainbows and bowls of delicious baked beans. I don't want their help.
Stop saying that! I was gonna die if we don't do something!
Die? What's going on?
Well, our healing wells have gone and run dry. And my pa's done gotten real sick. That's why I went out. To find some more of that water.
I hate saying it, but it's true. See these mud pots lying around? Normally they're bubbling to the brim with mineral water, but just a few weeks ago, they dried up to nothing. But that still don't excuse you from putting yourself in danger like that! I may not be able to help your father, but I sure as heck ain't gonna lose you too!
Mama.
I wonder if those monster attacks on the surface could be related to your wells drying up.
I wouldn't be at all surprised. It's been a couple weeks since the water dried up, but every creature here is feeling the effects. I'll bet those creatures broke through to the surface looking for more water.
Mama, maybe these two can go talk to the lady.
The lady?
Oh, she's a sweet old soul. Lives deep in the caves, makes the waters flow. She doesn't show herself around here too often, and we can't actually go see her on account of all the nasties living between here and there.
In that case, I'll go speak with this lady and see why she stops the flow of water.
You do that?
This can't all just be a coincidence. The attacks on the surface, your wells drying up. I'm certain this lady must know something about what's going on.
Well then, I had you folks pegged all wrong. If you aim to help my husband, I promise not to clock you with my wooden spoon of justice.
Thanks?
So, you're heading down to talk to the lady now? You'll help my pa?
We'll do our best, Bopo. Just don't go running off again.
You got my word.
And there we go. Well, next main story quest objective established. We found this little village. And it's a cute little village. I'm definitely a fan. We got all these weird little frog people walking around. And I like them. They're weird. It's almost like we just walked into a weird fantasy version of King of the Hill. And they've all got side quests for us. It's a village. And yet another one of these, and yet another sheep. Let's see. Oh yeah, there isn't a save point down here. However, there's this. Which is pretty nifty. As you can see, there's light shining down, and one of these sheep. Which we can collect.
Wait, Did you just...
Hmm?
Did you just put that thing in your inventory?
Of course I did.
Yeah? What?
Okay, then.
I don't see a problem here. There's a very similar energy to Zelda 2, where you literally just put a child in your inventory to rescue them from the cave. It's just like, I have acquired the child. I have acquired the sheep. Anyway. Here we go, we've got a save. And now, we come full circle. So already, this is a much more complex zone, just comparing it to Abadis, which was literally a straight line. It's like, let's see here, we have Archer's Pass, which is a straight line, we have Abadis, which is a straight line. And we have the Glade, which was a straight line. And then cut to Siramon, it's like, alright, so you go in this big old circle that takes you back to the surface. I like it a lot. It's very cool. And with that, we have successfully navigated through the caverns beneath Aurora Village and made our way to the town of Mudpot. On top of that, we even got a lead as to what the source of the drought that's been plaguing the land is all about, causing problems not just for the people above, but for the people down below as well, it seems. So, next time on Dust, we'll actually be making our way around town, talking to people, picking up quests, generally getting acquainted with everyone. And beyond that, we'll be going down to meet this lady character they were talking about, and seeing why exactly the waters have stopped. I'll see you all next time. Thank you for watching.